I want to get something off my chest. Um, so I just had a conversation with Katie. I'm not gonna air any dirty laundry. I'm not gonna air the messages or anything, but it kind of upsets me because the whole debacle on Discord, I guess, is the way she phrased it. Paraphrasing, anyways, she says that I said things that implied certain things. Um, but I I've been telling her for a really long time that like I'm not going to take like the burden of like holding her accountable for her own actions because I understand that she was busy and I understand that like certain life changes happen to everyone, but at the same time it's like I'm not going to sit around looking at something that we built together with all of her community just rot away. And I it was just taking such a big toll on me that I needed to get out of that mindset. It was just bad. I just could not take it anymore. So it's like I'm sorry if this is coming across as someone who's very bitter, but I am bitter. I am bitter. I'm upset. I'm disappointed. I'm hurt because I spent years of my life doing something that I thought was beneficial to everyone, not just a certain amount of people, not just a certain like person in general, a group of people that I thought was being built up for something else. And it was not for the right reasons. I wasn't doing anything for the right reasons. And I had enough. I just could not take it anymore. So I left. And for some reason, that spiraled into a whole mess of feelings and emotions and all this other crap that I don't really want to dive into. But um, basically saying I'm holding her accountable for her community because I sat there for 2 years now, going on 2 years. I think last week it was 2 years. And I was just watching it rot away, decaying very slowly over time. And that's not okay because I told her that it takes 30 seconds to write a tiny little sentence saying, I'm not going to be around. That's all it takes. And people were asking for years. Well, when's the next stream? When's the next like video or whatever? And I was openly lying to people. I was saying, "Oh, she'll be back eventually," like she said she would. And then obviously life changes, things happen, plans change. I understand that. I never said anything about that. However, she told me that like I needed to let this go. I needed to say goodbye. And I did. And for some reason that was a bad thing. I don't understand what I did because I talked to multiple people in my own personal life saying like, "Oh, like did I do something wrong?" I I was told by every single person I talked to that I did nothing wrong. And I'm not going to get into what I said or what I did because that's not important. It's not important at all. And I'm not going to air dirty laundry. But all I wanted to say is it's like I'm justified in my reasoning of why I left and why I said what I said. That's it. That's all I'm saying. And for some reason, she thought that it was hurtful, it was harmful. Like, for some reason, she took it very personally. And, like, I'm not at fault for how she interprets my words because she censored me back in January, I believe, or February. And she's told me that she did not want people to panic. People were panicking for years. People were panicking. People were talking about her not being around. People were saying like certain things behind closed doors. And like, I didn't want to tell people something that wasn't true. Like, I'm not going to be the fall guy for the death of her community. Like, that is her responsibility. It's like, she's the one that started it, and she might have started it for the wrong reasons because, like, all of the reasons why she even started streaming in the first place was, like she wanted to do it because of her ex, and her ex wanted nothing to do with it. So it's like, I didn't realize things were so bad for so long until she told me. And it's like, it's not my fault that her life kind of spiraled into chaos. It's like, if she would have said something way earlier than she should have let on, then I think things would have panned out differently. But she didn't. She just stayed silent for a year, 2 years even. It's like, it's not my fault. I'm not to blame because of her, like, life starting to crumble around her. It's just not. So it is like, it fell onto me to actually say something that is like acknowledging the elephant in the room of like, she hasn't been around. She doesn't want my help. She told me that she did not want my help preserving her community. And like, she didn't want to like say goodbye. She might have said she wanted to say goodbye, but like I said before, it takes 30 seconds to say goodbye. Like, publicly. Not to 7 people in a Discord call that only a couple people saw anyways after the fact. It's like, that's not saying anything. That's basically telling like a close confidant that it's like, oh, not going to be around. And then when I say something, the whole world ends basically. It's not my fault. And that's not okay, because I was so sick and tired of people asking me and like basically like asking, oh, when she's coming back, when she wasn't. Like, that's just not cool. So holding her accountable was the only thing that I could think of at this point in time. And if she wants to take that really hard and she wants to say that like, oh, I did something wrong or I hurt her, that's her problem, not mine. Like, I let go like she told me to. I said goodbye and I moved on. And that was my choice. And if I lost some friends in the process, not my problem. I don't care. It's like, I'm taking back the reins of my life, and like, I don't want to spend time, energy, money, all this stuff on something that isn't working anymore, because I wanted to be a really good friend. I wanted to be a really good supporter. I wanted to be someone who made a difference. And if that makes me the bad guy, so be it. Like, so be it. That's not my problem anymore. It's literally the Mother Gothel from Tangled. Like, you want me to be the bad guy? I'll be the bad guy. I don't care anymore. It's like, I literally made a chaos crew for the sake of it, because I thought it was really, really, really fun to, like, mess around, have jokes, like, basically do something that's like try to make someone laugh, make someone happy. And this whole channel started off that way, of me like making stupid ass memes, um and me like doing a lot to like show off my creativity. And like I started to realize that I wasn't making things for myself anymore. Like I was spending so much time on someone who said they might have said they cared, but they didn't. They didn't. And that's a fact of life. It's like she told me that. She said that she might have cared, but she has other priorities in her life. And that's understandable, but at the same time, she shouldn't have just left like a community without saying anything. And when I actually say something about her leaving, she gets upset. Like, it's not cool. So, it's like, I'm taking accountability that I have basically burned a bridge. And I burned a bridge for the right reasons. It's like, I am justified in my reasoning that I wasn't going to take a burden upon myself anymore mentally. Um and even just saying that it's like, oh, like I'm going to leave, and if you want to join me, then join me. That is something that's like, if people care, then that's their choice. But at the same time, I'm holding her accountable for her own actions. That's the brunt of the matter. It's like, why am I even being accused of something that I wasn't doing anything wrong? Because when I posted on Discord that I was leaving, I didn't say anything negative. Not one thing. And it wasn't a lie either. Um like it's just not. It's like I deleted all of the conversations with her because I didn't want to look at it anymore, and I just could not fathom that I may even slightly be like the bad guy, because I'm not. I'm justified in my reasonings. That's just the fact of life. It's like she can be upset, but I've let go. Like, at first I was angry, then I was sad, then I was relieved, then I was nothing. And the last thing I told her was she was everything to me, and then she was nothing to me. That is the end of our friendship, basically. It's like I was not going to let her say things that just weren't true to my character. Like, it's not cool to say that she was hurt by what I said when she basically said, no, you. She basically put down a reverse Uno card. It's like, that's not how it works. It's like, I told her that her absence was a problem. And then she says, well, it's not my problem, it's yours. It's like, not how it works. It's just not. So, yeah, it's just a messy situation now because I I told her what I was feeling. I spoke from my heart, and if she has a problem with what I said or how I felt, it's not my problem. It's like she can interpret my words however she wants, but it's time for her to step up, take accountability, and actually say something publicly about the whole situation because it's not cool. It's just not. Like I said, if people start unsubscribing in mass because they subscribe to see any sort of content from her, do unsubscribe, do leave because I'm not going to look at that anymore. Um and like I deleted all of the videos, every single video that I ever made for her because she didn't want that anymore. And I was hoping and I was like really, really, really praying that maybe she would change her mind. And she didn't. So that is the end of everything, basically. Like like I said, I feel nothing anymore about the whole thing. Like I am very like relieved and I'm very glad that it's all behind me. It is something that has been eating me up alive, and finally talking about it and being honest about it is making me feel so much better. And everybody that I've talked to in my circles have basically justified and vindicated me. And I'm really grateful that I actually have some people to tell me that. So, like I said, I will not be surprised if I get, like, if I lose followers, but I don't care. It is not my problem anymore. It's like, I'd rather build something up that's organic than not, because for years I was doing things for the wrong reasons. I wasn't doing it for myself. And I'm finally doing something for myself. I'm sticking up for myself. And I'm sticking up for what's right.